Hello world, hello John. So we're in line. Oh wait, hello John.
Hello.
Haha, he's here too. So we're here and we're doing the thing. Check this out. So we're here at the Turtles All the Way Down book tour. We're waiting in line. We've got our tickets. The wives are on their way. And we're excited as hell because this is going to be fun. We're at Lewis and Clark High School. If you're wondering what the book is about, go to any bookstore or Amazon. Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Probably one of the best looks into mental illness that either of us have ever read. But anyway, you're going to hear me talking over probably some stock footage or just me back in the studio right about now. Whew, so the high school that took place at was literally across the street from a freeway, so there was a lot of noise interference. But man, that was a lot of fun. Despite getting a summary of what the show was going to have, there was still a lot of extra elements that I didn't see coming, and it was just so much fun. Seeing John and Hank Green in person was kind of surreal feeling. These are people that I've known for years, but never actually known for real. For a long time now, I was convinced that I could easily befriend them. But seeing them live in person, I could totally befriend them. Let's quickly break down the evening so we can get to the actual root of this video. John, you and I got there early to help secure decent seating. You know, when I tell stories of stories you're a part of, it just sounds weird. Anyway, after driving in circles, getting really frustrated at the parking infrastructure in this city, we settled into our spot in line. The whole time I was doing my usual thing, where I'm excited, but I'm also overwhelmed by a lot of people. I got goofy and loud. I know that's a strange reaction to social anxiety, but when I'm as excited as I was to see the Green brothers, my default mode is excited to the point of annoying. We did meet a couple of new people in line with us. They're from a lesser known city near Mount Rainier, my mountain. They were super friendly and they put up with my wacky hijinks. Naturally, I did tell them about this after I filmed the bit you saw earlier, and even turned them on to Dear Hank and John, which they hadn't heard of, which is crazy. Once inside, we got in line to get our signed book in fancy totes and then go find our seating, which ended up being third row middle. Excellent seating. Then we kicked back and watched a fantastic, wacky, emotional, heartfelt, and overall amazing show. John read some of his book and gave us some insights on its conception. Dr. Turtleman gave us an informative lesson on the animal kingdom. John told more stories. Hank played some music. They did a short Dear Hank and John. I was just blown away. But what really blew me away was just how friendly and kind the people around us were. Sure, I know that the Nerdfighters are a great community, but this is the first time I've been in proximity of hundreds of them at a time. I mean, it's pretty great being around a ton of people who get the inside jokes. Okay, the last time I mentioned Turtles All the Way Down, I hadn't finished reading it yet, but now I have. Last week, in fact. So I can give you my official review of it. Let's start off with the summary from Goodreads.com. 16-year-old Asa never intended to pursue the mystery of fugitive billionaire Russell Pickett, but there's a $100,000 reward at stake, and her best and most fearless friend Daisy is eager to investigate. So together, they navigate the short distance and broad divides that separate them from Russell Pickett's son, Davis. Asa is trying. She's trying to be a good daughter, a good friend, a good student, and maybe even a good detective, while also living within the ever-tightening spiral of her own thoughts. Turtles All the Way Down is one of the most accurate portrayals of mental illness I've ever read in a work of fiction. That includes TV, movies, and books. It didn't glamorize it. It didn't sensationalize it. The story itself was well constructed and definitely gave the progression the story needed to flow. But the true story of the book is how living with a mental illness can really impact a person's life, from the trivial to the profound. I can definitely see why it took John so long to write it. I have a difficult time writing a 10 to 15 minute episode of The Darkest Corner, and that's just me retelling real stories. John used his own suffering as the inspiration for a wonderful act of fiction. That had to take a toll on him. But for as unlikely as it ever become, this book actually lived up to the hype. It's a short read, but definitely worth it. Go pick it up. The link is in the doobly-doo. That's all I got, John. Go and sleep, and we will talk soon.